with Amy Dixon and Ethan Rapier. And then we'll have an announcement here shortly as someone else who is also going to be sharing a lot and things. So exciting. It's great to have everybody on here. Just got finished teaching a class. It was it was great. So I'm kind of all pumped up right now about real estate and life and Keller Williams. And so lots of good things ahead of us as a company, as a local office. And we're going to keep navigating through this COVID stuff. But like I was saying in my training before this, is we're very blessed that our industry was affected. We know it was affected, but it did not impact our industry in the way that it could have. We're very blessed, and we should be thankful for that. So as we start gratitudes off, I'll just say that that's what I'm grateful for, is that COVID could have really impacted our industry in a big way negatively, but fortunately it has not. And there's a lot of factors on why, but I'm grateful of that, and I'm grateful for you all, and I'm grateful for go ahead. Go ahead, Amy and Ethan.
I just wanted to start off with, I'm grateful for Keller Williams and having such a great referral network. Last night, I got a call from another swim mom in Arizona, and she says, I know you're in Indiana and this is weird, but can you help my son Kyle get a house? And I said, absolutely. I love working in Surprise, Arizona, which is the best name ever. So just grateful that we have a mortgage company that I can send him to, and a referral network that I can help an ex-swimmer get a new house. So
I'll add, I am super grateful for just overall. I think you wake up and you're grateful for the people in your life. It's been a focus of mine for the last year, and I just feel like, I finally hit that spot personally, professionally, friends-wise. So grateful for everybody in my life.
I'm also grateful that the surprise was just ruined, I think. So. He was putting Dana up there. No okay, who else has a gratitude? I know there's plenty this week.
I'm grateful for meds, finally.
And naps.
Hate chest x-rays that show pneumonia, but I'm grateful for medication.
Amen.
I'm grateful for Amy Dixon, because she's always willing to give you that phone call at 9 o'clock when you need her. And she always has good advice. And I just love you, Amy Dixon.
Thank you. I love you too.
I love Amy Dixon too. She's the bomb diggity.
Yeah, she's my go-to. This Nita, by the way.
Okay, what else? Who else? Two more gratitudes.
This is Nicole, and I am very grateful for Craig picking up an earnest money check yesterday and dropping it off for me when he really didn't have to. And I told him several times he didn't have to, but he still did it anyway. So thank you, Craig.
You're welcome.
One more.
How about grateful for technology that we can all still do this despite COVID?
Absolutely.
Woo-hoo.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, and I'm just going to end this gratitude part with, I'm very grateful for what Craig is getting ready to announce right now. So hit it, Craig.
Yeah, well, as you all know, I'm stepping down from the OP role, and it's just right timing for that, to pass the baton on to another amazing leader that has vision beyond vision, who brings energy, who brings so much to Keller Williams, to our region, to now our local office. I just want to introduce Dana Gentry Jackson, or Dana Gentry right here. Dana, are you on here?
Love that picture. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel special next to Gary in that picture. Yes, thank you so much. Thanks, Craig. I'm very excited about the opportunity, and have been anxiously awaiting being able to announce today, and to just be able to share a little bit with you guys and answer questions, and This office has always been, I know several of you, a lot of you I do not know, I haven't had the pleasure yet, but have always been in great relationship with Craig, have just loved the agents I've always gotten to meet in that office, and and am grateful for the opportunity. And I think sometimes as agents in offices, we don't necessarily realize what our leaders do, and sometimes the sacrifices that they make and the things that they do. And I believe that Craig has, it's hard. This office is his baby. So I want to always make sure that everybody's aware of that, and that we're edifying him always, because it's hard to, even when you know that it's the right thing to do, sometimes it's hard to move out of a position and let someone else come in when you've put a lot of your life and a lot of your heart and your energy into it, like I know that he has. And I do not take that lightly at all. I'm very much aware of the responsibility of moving in and doing something different in an office. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity. So thank you, Craig.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I have like 5 minutes, could I share? I know, I don't know if you, Craig, wanted me to do anything specific, but I thought just because I don't know a lot of people, maybe I could share my background and then.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So for those of you that I've not had the pleasure to meet or know very well, I have actually had my real estate license since October of 2006, based out of Lexington, Kentucky. So just a quick little hour trip south of you guys. And I think I feel comfortable that hopefully you guys still say y'all, even though you're technically on the Indiana side. I go to Ohio and they're like, whoa, wait a minute, she speaks a different language. Started with a little independent brokerage, walked in one day and they said, hey, we can't afford to keep the doors open anymore, so we are going to merge. And so today, officially, you're a RE/MAX agent. And I didn't know any different. And so I was just cranking away, selling a lot of new construction homes at the time, working for a builder, doing some resells, and then was with RE/MAX for a little over 5.5 years. So very familiar with the RE/MAX models and ways. And then actually joined Keller Williams in November of 2012. I came over as an individual agent. That previous 3 years had been doing right around 10 million by myself that year, at average sales price of around 150. So a lot of transactions, no admin, no team members. That didn't exist really then at RE/MAX. So pretty much just killing myself. And I remember I went to my broker and said, I want to start a team, because I'd been hearing about teams. And she said, oh, Dana, teams are a fad. And so that was kind of my first clue of I might not be at the right place. So joined Keller Williams and really started to follow the model and build and grow a team. Hired an admin that year. I immersed myself in everything. Was on the ALC, went to family reunion, went to mega camp, went to every class that was taught. Did then recruit select. I mean, just the whole 9 yards. And grew a team that did that first year 18.5 million. So it was I've been from the very beginning, I believe in the models and the systems, because I was proof that you can take a crazy realtor who never has time and doesn't have a life and won't leverage anything and can't grow their business and can implement those and be able to really have a different quality of life and grow your business. And then kind of quickly from there, got very involved in Keller Williams. I got to invest in a market center that we launched in Lexington, a second office. There was already one there. We launched a second one. Quickly after that, our OP and team leader stepped down. And so I was helping as the team leader for a couple of months. And you all know how that goes. If you ever volunteer for anything to help, that can quickly turn into something else. So was able to be got blessed to be the team leader there for 3.5 years at the Keller Williams Greater Lexington office. Grew that office from 42 agents to 242 agents in 2.5 years. And since then, really just several opportunities, opportunity to be an OP of 2 other market centers. This would be the third. And then 3 years ago in January, the region came to me, the McKissicks, and asked if I would work in the region. So really have been blessed to help a lot of people and just continuing to bring value to anybody that comes into my world. So definitely don't take this lightly. I told Craig I was not looking for another opportunity in 2021. I was going to go deep with what I had. And when we started having conversation, and I really saw the opportunity that I believe exists in this particular office, it was a no-brainer, and I was really excited. I've had great relationships, great relationship with Todd, great relationships with Ethan and Amy and Sean and Ryan and several other people, and so I just thought, okay, I've always loved these people, and so looking forward to really be able to diving in with that. But I just wanted you to have a little bit of background, so those of you that don't know me aren't like, who is this Kentucky girl coming in?
Yeah. And then, I'm just excited about, I get to be an agent in the office and a contributing investor. Still going to be teaching classes, which is, I love to do. And just looking forward to continuing to help the Market Center prosper and be involved and serve and, help agents any ways that I can. So, Dana and I, we've always worked well together. We always have, lots of ideas together, and it's, all of us working together, it's agents leadership is, so we're going to make this great. We've got a great office, and we came so far, so fast, and it's just the beginning, in my opinion. So this is exciting. And, bringing in Dana as a new leader to set that vision of what that looks like, the background that she brings, the leadership that she brings, the experiences that she brings is just, it's what we need right now. And, I was, maybe the right person for a period of time. And now I'm ready to hand that baton on to Dana and help us lead this with our leadership team. And it's going to be exciting. So I look forward to doing that with everyone here.
Yeah, I'm very excited. And I just want to take a couple minutes and share with you guys. One of the biggest things I've been able to learn as a leader, and having been mentored by John Maxwell, I got introduced to a leader who's been around for years. His name is Jack Welch, and Ethan already knows this because I shared this with him. But there are 3 things that he says every great leader does. Well, really, there's a 4th, but there's 3 main ones. And they are, they tell their people, they tell the people where you're going, why you're going there, and what's in it for them. And then the 4th part that sometimes we kind of forget is they bring the energy and they bring the fun, and they ignite a passion in people, whether they've lost it or whether they've never had it before. And I'll tell you guys right now, we're in the best real estate market that our country has ever seen. We've never seen a year so great as 2020 in the real estate industry. And while we have things to prepare for as a future shift, coming in the next 2 to 3 years, we still have this year, and really Gary Keller says probably half or all of next year too, in an amazing real estate market. And so what my intention is with this office is to continue to grow this office on the models and the systems of Keller Williams, to focus on productivity, but to continue to build upon, I guess I should say, the culture and the great energy and the fun and the excitement of why all of you guys got in the business, why you joined this Market Center to begin with, to make it a place. And I'll just tell you, my vision statement for my other offices has always been very clear and simple: to be the place where everybody wants to come and nobody wants to leave. And I believe in my heart that that's possible. I think it takes the right leaders. I think it takes the right team. I think it takes the right agents and the right passion and energy and all of those things. And it's possible because I have it in other places, and I know that it is. And I know that with a great group, it starts with the agents, and it starts with everybody on this Zoom and the people who can't be on, who we'll be reaching out to. And for me, for those of you that know me, you know this, I'm a very real and authentic leader, meaning I like to receive the truth and the honest feedback, and then the solution. So let's hear it and let's figure out a way to hit it head on and go fix it. And to be able to bring that to this office, I'm most looking forward to having one-on-ones with all of you guys. And really, if you'll allow me to get you on the phone for a minute and just pick your brain and really learn what can we do in this office to make this the place that everyone wants to come and no one wants to leave. And that part to me is so important because I'll never forget, Gary Keller always says, it doesn't really matter what brokerage you're with. I mean, I don't know if you guys would agree with this or not, but your clients do business with you because they know you, they like you, they trust you, or they were referred to you. They don't care who you're with. And 9 times out of 10, they usually don't even know. They just know Amy Dixon is my realtor. And so the great thing about Keller Williams is you market and brand yourself, right? It's about you. You should choose your brokerage based on the value that you get, not only for your finances, not only for your personal growth and development, for your business growth and development, but it's a place that brings you so much value that you don't ever want to be anywhere else. And so I'm really looking forward to just getting feedback and for us to be able to continue to grow this office and to make it a place where everyone wants to come and no one wants to leave. I wrote down, I've done turnarounds, and to be transparent, because I'm a very transparent leader, I don't look at this office as a turnaround. I look at this office as we could take it to the next level. And that's really what Craig and I talked about. And so I'm excited to be able to do that and to just deepen the relationships and really help you guys grow your business and or get to whatever that next level of success is that's there for you. Maybe you're wanting to wind down a little bit out of your business. Maybe you're really in a supercharged growth phase. Maybe you're interested in leadership opportunity. I mean, there's so many different things. And I think that together we can really come in and put some talented individuals in place and make this just an even better office than it already is. So I'm very excited about the opportunities for sure.
Awesome.
Any questions? I mean, I always hate to not ask if anybody has any questions.
Yes, Dana, this is Anita Pettit.
Hi, Anita.
Hi. I just wondered where your other offices are.
Yeah, sure. I have ownership in an office in Lexington, still Keller Williams, Greater Lexington. I have a 100-ish agent, smaller strategic office in Richmond, Kentucky. And then I have the largest Keller Williams office in Columbus, Ohio, in Dublin.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good question.
Any other questions?
Everybody's quiet today.
I just want to know if she's had coffee this morning.
Actually, believe it or not, I don't drink caffeine. I know. And if you know me, well, you know I don't really need it. But I do like tea. I do have a hot tea over here.
So the energy comes natural then.
The energy does. You know, I have a lot of passion, and I think people always say, you know, how do you do what you do, or how many jobs, you know, and to me, like, nothing really feels like work when it's your passion and you love it. And I just wake up every day and want to bring value to people. And ultimately, if I do that, then everything else falls into place, right? The money shows up and the family time shows up and all the other stuff shows up. And I think that's it for me. I just want to bring value to people every day.
Well, we welcome you.
Thank you.
I've always been amazed at Dana's energy. I think it was like my first actual regional event where I looked at Misty Stanley and I asked her, I said, does Dana and Myra do like cocaine every morning? Like how are they doing all of this? I was just amazed. And she was like, nope. You should just no, just say no to drugs. I'm like, you just need to figure out how to bottle your energy and then give it to me. I wanted to say real quick, can we just like blow some virtual kisses to Bob Murphy, who I just saw pop in?
No, I
live
too. We love you, Bob.
Live from Norton's.
Yeah. I love you guys, man. I cannot wait to get back. Really. This is like the most boring thing I've ever done in my life.
Well, we love you, Bob.
Love you guys right back, and I miss you.
Well, something that we'll share as well. Dana, if you want to kind of share, one of your first tasks will be as the new OP at the Market Center. And then I'll kind of share about that as well. But
yeah, sure, absolutely, yeah. Just so you guys know too, the main role of the OP is to provide any initial startup capital to the Market Center, and then mainly it's to set the vision for the Market Center and to hire and attract and find a great team leader in the Market Center and hold them accountable to be able to run the office and to grow the office and all those things, and then to bring value to the top agents and just to the office in any way, shape, or form. And so one of the things I was really excited about, Craig, I'll share this first and then I'll get into the team leader, is where I do have the other offices. We very much are on a kind of a cohesive, collaborative plan that we have going on. And I hope that she's on. I really would love for you guys to just visually lay your eyes on Nancy Morgan, who also helps me. Actually, she might be on listening. I don't know if she's on. But Nancy helps with my other market centers as an MCA and kind of a financial kind of CFO, if you will, of helping run the offices. My vision for this year has been to make all three this market center and the other two, kind of a collaborative togetherness where we share training calendars, we share people pivot staff wise when we need to. Roger, bless his heart, it has been under the weather. And so Nancy's been able to kind of come in and help a little bit with some of those things. So just really being able, oh, sorry, Sean, what'd you say?
Oh, sorry. I just said, thank goodness. I thought I was.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's been, we operate it very much in a team effort, and that's just how I lead. I feel like there's, actually, I heard one time that when you have a great team, when nobody ever says that's not my job, and when everybody has fun when they're doing what they're doing. And so I believe in that. And that's kind of the motto that we have in the other offices. So I'm looking forward to the collaboration between the three. And so back to what a great OP does is hire and attract and hold accountable a great team leader. And with that being said, Robert has decided to really focus with their business and growing our opportunity in Madison, right, Craig?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. In the Madison area. And so Robert has made the decision to step down from the team leader position. And I'm very grateful that he has decided to stay in the office. And Craig, if you want to speak about that and help us go grow that Madison area, which I believe is where he and Marla live. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, north of Madison, actually. Yeah, one of the greatest opportunities for our territory, for our market center, is the Madison area, especially now that they've joined our board. And then Marla and Robert are going to be up there. They live up in that area and growing their individual real estate businesses, as well as attracting other talented people into the Indy office up there. And that's one of the things that Dana specializes in, is Indy opportunities, because our territory is so big up in that area. We've got one of the largest territories for a market center in our whole region, if not the largest. And that provides a lot of opportunity for Indy, which then generates revenue for the market center, which then goes back and profit shares. A lot of great opportunity. And having, Robert and Marla's business mindset around real estate and business is just going to be a great asset to help us grow that area. I just, Robert is one of my favorite people. We met, and Marla could even say, I think Marla's on here, we just kind of connected like that. And we really, I think, appreciate each other and who we are. And I'm blessed to have the time that we had with him leading our office. And then, so now we've got, one of Dana's first opportunities to continue forward with our market center will be that.
Yeah. So one thing I would say about that too, and as I talk to you guys, this is a question I'll be asking you, so you may want to think through it right now, which is, if you could be led by anybody, if you could like handpick your perfect team leader for this office that you would love to be led by, no matter what company they're with or what their production is or who they are or what they are, be thinking on that. I would love feedback. 100%. I love feedback, and I very much value your all's opinion. And the second thing is, I just want to make sure everyone knows the team leader role in a market center should be someone who's responsible for not only growing the office, meaning it's great if they have influence with other agents and they're respected, right? People love to do business with them, all of those things. But they also have a servant's heart, and they're here to help and serve and help other people grow their businesses, grow their lives. And then they need to be able to lead a team. They need to be able to lead a leadership team. They've got to be learning based. And I'll tell you, one of the biggest traits I look for in any talent or anybody that I put in my world is humble, hungry, and smart. This would be something good for you guys too, who are looking to grow or hire this year. It's Patrick Lencioni wrote a book, The Ideal Team Player. I actually had the privilege of hearing him share this in person. And he said, anytime you're looking for talent, you should look for someone humble, hungry, and smart. Humble meaning they put their ego to the side. They think of other people first. They always are humble. Hungry meaning they are a hard worker. They've got the grit to persevere, because I say this all the time, real estate, I swear it has to be the only business where we can wake up in the morning and we're at the height of heights and we can answer one phone call and we're in the pits of hell in like 30 seconds. And then you can get another call and you're back up. Like, this business is nuts. And you've got to be hardworking. You have to be able to have a passion to work and the grit to push through. And then the last one is smart. And what he means by that is not necessarily your IQ. We don't need somebody to be brain smart. We need them to be people smart. We need them to be able to have that EQ, that emotional ability to build emotional capital with people. And actually just read something that I thought was very fitting in my little John Maxwell Daily Reader that said the single most important ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. And so those are the three things that I look for. I look for people who are humble, hungry, and smart. And if you've got all three of those, then in my mind, you're talent. That's the definition of talent to me. So would love feedback and you guys to be thinking about that. And if anybody just automatically pops in your head, I'm going to put all of my contact info in the chat too, so everyone would have it. And maybe Sean, we can email that out if that's so everyone knows how to reach me. I'll be reaching out to you guys to set up one-on-ones too. But in the meantime,
Dana, you've got to start a call with Ben Kinney, the one and only Ben Kinney. Is he the #1 agent in our company? Is that right?
Yeah, he is. I think he's been teetering back and forth between one or two, but yeah, that actually starts in 1 minute. Well, top 200 starts in 1 minute. Ben comes on at 2. So
okay.
we'd love anybody to be able to jump onto that also.
Yeah, and I'm gonna, after our meeting, then I'm gonna share my screen with that going on, so you'll be able to stay and listen to the one of the #1 agents in our company talk. So by the time we wrap up, that'll be going, and you'll all be able to participate in that and listen.
Yeah, we had over 350 people register for Ben, so we should have a pretty good turnout.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
I know you guys have to get on to your meeting, and I was just appreciative of you letting me come on today, and grateful for the opportunity. Really looking forward to meeting and working more with you guys. And I know it's weird with COVID. I'm a little dry talking right now. I did go get tested. I told Craig, if you guys gave me a welcome gift of COVID, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it. However, right now, I think we just got a little sinus issue going on. So Sean, I feel for you actually going and getting that dang thing stuck up your nose tonight. It wasn't very fun. But I hope everybody stays safe, and looking forward to connecting with you guys. I'm very excited about the opportunity, and thank you for being so gracious and welcoming me.
Thanks, Dana.
Thank you guys.
Dana.
All right. Well, we'll jump into just a quick office updates around COVID. So yeah, tonight, starting at 4:00, the cleaners are coming. They're going to be doing a major deep clean, wiping everything down, desks, doorknobs, handles, light switches, and all that, then doing the kind of fogging. It's a totally safe chemical that goes out and then just kind of disinfects everything. So that'll be happening this evening. And then you'll be able to access the office just kind of back to normal on Saturday morning. So, and then then the staff will, I think hopefully a handful will be in as people are recovering. And we just ask, as always, wear a mask when you're in the office. If you're feeling any symptoms, you're feeling achy or a headache or anything, don't risk it. You know, we got a lot of people that are coming in and out. So just be err on the cautious side, you know, lean on each other. If you need something picked up, we've been doing a lot of that with needs and things. Use me right now. Now that I'm not OP, I've got a little bit of flexibility. So if you need something, reach out to me, or reach out to other agents and stuff. So yeah, any questions about the office? But basically Saturday morning, go back in, just wear a mask. And if you're not feeling well, please do not go in. Any questions around that?
Hey, Craig, one thing that I would mention, that if you've been in the office and you've been around me or Roger or Mary or Jesse in the very recent past, you might not want to come back in Saturday, because you could still be carrying the contagion with you and not realize it. So those folks might want to kind of stay away a little bit longer. Because there's no sense in having somebody come back in and then recontaminating what you're spending, what I'm sure is a lot of money to get it taken care of.
Yeah, Tom Robbins messaged me and he said, "Hey Craig, don't you be going getting COVID?" And I sent him that. Knock on wood, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get it next, Craig.
Yeah, I know. Any other questions, and we'll move on. All right. Well, I'll just kind of turn this over to Kevin real quick. Kevin, are you on here? We're just going to share about this great opportunity. Kevin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about what we got going on.
Do you want to segue at all about just family reunion in general? This would be my first.
Well, just in family reunion in general. I mean, this is going to be the largest real estate conference in real estate history. They did that with Mega Camp. Now this is family reunion. Mega Camp, first time digital conference. It went off without a hitch. It was amazing. And what we had was a lot of, spottiness in and out with folks watching and stuff. We purchased a package to where you can come and watch it and participate. So, and the first day is going to be at the Great Escape movie theater, but this is just an opportunity to hear from your leader, Gary Keller, and just the rest of the leadership team at Keller Williams on the industry, what's going on, best practices around your individual real estate business. And then, so we're going to do the Escape movie theater on that Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we'll have TVs and stuff going on in the office to where you can participate as well. But yeah, tell them about the Great Escape movie theater and that portion of it, Kevin. Tell them what your experience was when you tested it out there.
Yeah, no, guys, we've been working on this for a while, and that's the survey we sent out to you guys. Hopefully you had a chance to participate in it and see it, but we saw that was a pretty overwhelming sense of support in terms of you guys would want to go and you would want to do this. So went over to the theater. It's brand new. So that was comforting for me, because you don't want to go into really at this point, right? We're segueing from COVID to a gathering. So brand new place. We made sure it was a really big auditorium. We made sure that the head count obviously justified the size of the auditorium. And so that said, we'll still do our social distancing the best we can. And everybody's gonna be wearing masks in there. But aside from that, man, the atmosphere was awesome. I gotta say, like, it's different when you're live streaming something on a large screen with really loud sound, and it feels like you're in a movie theater. So it's just what it is. Different level of engagement and just a different experience. We're gonna have some food for you guys there. It'll be breakfast, also some lunch provided. We'll have some tables set up in the front. Craig, I'll have a cute little podium up at the front so he can get up there and say a few words when he wants to. But it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be awesome. Just have whoever is gonna be there, all of us in the same space.
Yeah, we'll send out a registration because it's limited to 40 people.
Yep, already
But
done
yeah,
and on our
it'll be good.
Facebook group.
He's on. I was going to say, so Sean is on it and putting an Eventbrite up. So definitely RSVP to that. So we can get an accurate head count, obviously, and get you guys in there, have some food for you. And it's going to be an awesome day. What I'll do with the agenda as well is you guys can actually go to Family Reunion. You'll find it on just kw.com to see the agenda. So you have an idea of, it'd be awesome to have you guys in there all day if you'd like to. Again, it's 9 to 2:30. It's 9:30 here, but essentially 9 to 2:30. And then there will be breakout sessions on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll be doing that at the Market Center, but specifically for Tuesday, I'll send out an agenda to you guys so you don't have to go looking for it. That'll just be a mass email that comes out to all of you so that you have that agenda and you guys can show up when you feel it applies most to what you want to
And
learn.
we'll also on Tuesday, we'll make sure it's being played in the market center as well. If you'd rather not go to the theater, that it's being played in the market center as well. But this is, typically a $700 conference that you're going to be able to attend. And, what I recommend people to do is pretend that you're going out of town to go to family reunion and block out your day, set your schedule around it and take it to learn more about growing or systematizing and learn more about your business.
Craig, if you click on the agenda family reunion, it'll take you right to there real quick, and everybody can just see. If you go to familyreunion.kw.com, tells you exactly what's going on there. So,
and if you guys want to click on the link that's in the chat box, the Eventbrite also has the link to the agenda. So there will be no worries in y'all finding it. Promise.
And if anybody's like, hey, I'm not going to go to either, I think with the package we got, we may have some individual things. So if you want to do it at home, we might be able to send you a password to log in. And then you click here on breakouts and you want to watch your specific breakouts. So here in the agenda, when you click on stuff, you can see what's going on from 2:15 to 3 o'clock. Coach mentioned, so this gives you all the breakouts that are happening at that time. Awesome. All right. Ethan, local market update.
Yes, sir. So ladies and gentlemen, we just want to give you a quick update on what the market's doing. And we want to give you an idea of our positioning as far as where we as a market center sit in the local board and celebrate some successes of our agents and kind of what this market means. So we're currently sitting in second position as far as market share goes. We're just under 13%, just slightly. Schuler's ahead of us, and they're just over 19. And there's a pretty good spread between us and Remax First. That's a big deal because it's contributing to what everybody is doing to make our market center and celebrating those successes. So good job for you all and positioning us where we're at and keep going after that number one spot. To celebrate, we have the number 2 agent in the board by volume, Miss Lisa Lander DeLapp. So big congratulations to her. We've also got another top 25 agent, Miss Rachel Dreyer. And then by units listed and sold, Crystal Conrad actually joins them in the top 5 as far as units listed and sold.
Yay, boo! Shout out to the PC program at Crystal.
Big congratulations to those 3. I called Syra yesterday. We got some updates on how many people that we're competing with. As you see more and more, you see more and more people getting their license. They heard what 2020 was like. They're looking for a career change, and that's awesome. We also have to realize that that means more competition for us. And right now, when I talked to Lacey yesterday, there's 1,100 active license in Syra. So that's a lot of competition with 356 listings currently on the market. Okay. So, I mean, that makes it tough. However, we look at the positive side of things. We all know we're multiple offers. However, if we focus on what Keller teaches us and we really look at listings, people are now more than ever going to pay attention to who signs in the yard and who's taking market share. So more so now than ever, you have to focus on getting listings. And here's another thing, without going into specifics on names, if you go to Syra and pull a market report, there's typically 4 to 5 agents that settle around the top 5 and they kind of trade spots. It's not like that this year, and we're 35 days into the market. That's a huge signal that this is your opportunity to go and take market share. Okay. And I keep emphasizing that because we can either look at it as, wow, listings are tough, or if we go and get after it, we're going to take market share and we're not going to give it back as a market center and individually. So make sure that you're getting belly to belly with your people. You're having quality conversations, especially with your database. The other important thing with your database is that's your profitability. I was on a mastermind call for master clients a few weeks back, and Gary Keller said, when you focus on your database, those people aren't going to ask you to take a commission cut. They would be ashamed to ask you to take less on a commission. And we know that commission is getting tough right now. So focus on those people, provide value. A script that has been working for me is kind of a twist on the bold script. Hey, can I ask for your help? People always want to help when you're making that phone call. I'm trying to sell. I reply, I'm trying to sell 50 homes this year. Who do you know that I can help? And I specifically say sell because I want to focus on listings. You know, you get the typical answer, I don't know of anybody, but I'll call you. Well, I appreciate that. Would you be offended if I check back with you in, 3 to 4 weeks, see if you remember? Oh, no, I wouldn't be offended. So that gives me permission to, again, call them again. And it repeats and repeats. Keep in front of those people, guys. Work hard. Get creative in your lead generation. You can't do the same thing day after day. And let's go take market share.
Thank you, Ethan.
Awesome. Thanks, Ethan.
Okay. Hi. So we remember long time ago, last Friday, when we thought everything was right in the world, we were going to have a committee fair today for our ALC. Well, then Bob ended up in the hospital. A bunch of people got COVID. So we are not doing the committee fair like we had hoped last Friday. We're going to switch that out to March 3rd. So I just kind of wanted to invite you all to be on this call again on March 3rd or be in the office. You can see here who is in charge of the committees. There you go. Bob's on the education. Brian Hazley is again doing commercial and safety. Ethan's on growth. Jay is technology. Jesse's finance. I'm culture. Surprise. We do have an opening for our agent advocate. And if you are in the top 20% and are passionate and want to join us, we would love for you to reach out to Dana, or you can talk to me and ask me what it's going to be like. And I'd be happy to help you and get you in touch with the right people. I think Craig also would be a good person to reach out to. So there will be a committee fair so we can actually have teams. Personally, we have Red Day coming up in May. So we need our culture committee with boots on the grounds and ready to go. So I think that's all we have today. Craig, is that about right?
Yeah, just to kind of wrap up 2 things. I'm going to jump off here and I'm going to live stream Ben Kinney. So you can stay on and participate in that. So that's going to be a great training, and just hearing him speak, and I think he's just an amazing guy. And then also I just saw that Syra, our local board, has hired Dave Jinks to do a free training for all of Syra. And if that name rings a bell, it's because it's the co-author of the book, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, with Gary Keller. He wrote the book with Gary, the red book, the one that we talk about and teach to. He's one of the co-authors, and he's teaching our local board, and our board's bringing it to you for free. So we'll stream that into the office, but sign up for that. When you see that come through on Syra, you won't want to miss that. Dave is a great instructor, a great teacher. He's just kind of been off the scene. Now he's back, and he's doing a lot of high level training around real estate and business around real estate. So definitely.
I'm kind of excited that Joan's in charge of education at the board now.
Oh, is she? Okay, cool. Yeah. So,
and we do probably want to mention
there was.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Roger.
Sorry, there was a quick mention in the chat about the awards gala. Dana, we have talked as a leadership. We want to make sure that we are doing things right by everybody. I want to have an opportunity to celebrate bigger than what we possibly could right now. So we're going to look at, with Dana's guidance, kind of moving that into a March timeframe. We want to make sure that we promote you guys and celebrate you guys well, and do it appropriately for everyone. Also, I was curious to know, because I know we need to talk about it, with inventory low and listings low, we've got great builders in our market center. Guys, if y'all don't know any of our builders, go talk to them. We've got things happening. I mean, they're out there. So we can bring inventory up with what they've got. So let's go out and get it. Like Ethan said, let's go get the market share.
Awesome, guys. Well, I'm gonna stay on here if you want to listen to Ben Kinney. I appreciate you all. It's an exciting time, I think, for our market center. So let's go sell some houses. Let's go build some relationships, and let's support each other. So thank you all. I'm gonna log into my Ben Kinney account here and get Ben Kinney going. Let me find it. Alrighty. Oh, you know what? Let's see.
I have mine. Do you want me to throw mine up there, Craig?
Well, it's on Zoom, so I can't have two Zooms going at the same time.
Oh, shoot.
You need
That is true. I did post the link in our KW Facebook page.
Okay.
So if you all want to go and hop on there, it's a big old picture of Ben Kinney's beautiful face. So just go in there and click on the link and you'll be able to log in yourself. I didn't think about Zoom in a Zoom.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either. Yeah.
That works very well. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Have a good day.
Later, Gators.